This week, the Prime Minister of the Bahamas addressed the world at the COP27 Global Climate Change Summit in Egypt. The very next day, a late-season storm named Nicole slammed the Bahamas, reiterating his message to world leaders. Our One Caribbean News' Deandra Hamilton reports.
I'm asking, what is it worth to you to prevent millions of climate refugees from turning into tens of millions? And then hundreds of millions, putting pressure on borders and security and political systems across the world.
Rain beginning to fall in Grand Bahama. Surge waters flooding tiny keys in the Abacos. Super high surf creating car crashing waves on West Bay Street in Nassau. The impact of a late-season storm, Nicole. As she lashed the northwestern Bahamas, Prime Minister Philip Davis on Tuesday in Egypt reminded world leaders while at COP27 of the threat that climate change poses to his country. Tropical storm Nicole made landfall in the northwestern Bahamas on Wednesday morning, dumping heavy rain, bringing with her whipping winds. And on the front line, Abaco, still recovering from 2019's Hurricane Dorian. Videos and photos of the weather event shared with our news team exposed how homes, settlements, and streets were inundated with ocean water. Significant flooding now caused by what was, at the time, Tropical Storm Nicole. In speaking with Press Secretary Clint Watson on Wednesday, Prime Minister Davis said events like this one highlight the need for action by world leaders.
That's why our voices have to be heard, and at events such as these, so they have the reality of what's happening. And that's why I have to call on the world to get real about ensuring that loss and damage has to be compensated for.
Davis also noted that his number one priority once he returns home to the Bahamas will be to complete a damage assessment.
The first priority is to assess, get an update on what's going on and address the normalization of what has been disrupted by this hurricane.
Deandra Hamilton reporting.